just on the agricultural products, but also in other products as well in the futures. And I just signed a sub-decree to reduce some of the tax burden for the export, so can improve more competitiveness of our export of raw stones to China, so to make finished products on that, for example.
Interviewed your father, the then Prime Minister, His Excellency Mr. Hun Sen, back in January, and I asked him about what is paramount in governing the country, and I remember he said, without any hesitation, that peace and political stability is the key to everything. So, Mr. Prime Minister, what would be your priority of governance and in building a high-income country by 2050, as you have envisioned when first taking office?
We just achieved the national unities in 1998 under the win-win policy implemented, initiated by some like Daito Hun Sen, former prime ministers. So we understand the importance and necessities to keep peace and stability as a foundation for growth. As a new government, our commitment is to preserve all the achievements that have been made by previous governments, and namely, and one of the core pillars is peace and stability, and also to seek to expand the areas of growth through reforms and also through the cooperations and through the promotion of other activities that help us achieve our 2050 goals. But back again, the foundations that we need to sustain is the most important, is peace and political stability, that as a foundation for economic developments.
And that is why you have said, quote unquote, here, we must work together to protect peace and our national unity at all costs, right?
Yes. The training in the military, also my previous job in terms of as an army chief before I assumed my position as premiership, give me a clear view of a strength, a need to strengthen security cooperations between countries. Because we are tackling cross-border issues, cross-border criminal activity, cross-border threat, such as from even non-traditional threats such as humanitarian disasters and terrorism, which can affect all of us.
And what would be your take on enhancing cooperation with China in some non-traditional security areas, such as combating cross-border crime and maybe internet fraud?
We have working so hard with China over the years to tackle these issues. This criminal activities not only affects people's or trade or reputation of the countries, but it affects the safety of our population who have to live in the areas affected. So it's not just the cooperation with China, but within Cambodia itself, I have put an emphasis. We have 5 priorities of the new governments in terms of reforms, in terms of civil servants, health, education, law enforcement is one of them, and judicial reform in order to strengthen our abilities and our commitment to fight against crimes, cross-border crimes, anti-drugs, and other criminal activities. Our national police has been working with Chinese police and relevant ministries in order to strengthen cooperation in our joint effort to fight against this type of activities.
Well, Mr. Prime Minister, besides being a veteran politician, you're also a loving father of 3 kids who sometimes posted family photo on social media network proudly, and also sent your son to school even after taking office. And we also learned that your kids are learning Chinese, and your eldest daughter could even write down birthday wishes in Chinese for her grandfather's birthday. Was that true?
Yes, it's all true. It's that of my first daughter's. It's her initiative, actually. When she was about 6 years old,